first of all, when we started the process to get the rights to my daughters, was the first part of it came from me, because I was always asking myself what I was. Do I was an Indian? Do I was a white man? And that was a big blind on me, so I was keeping searching for that all the time. So when we started the process and we find out that there were people like me, but instead of having their grandfathers Indian, and I have my grandmother, for me, the kids at the same status, they didn't have the same rights. So we started to look at that, to try to find out where it's from, and we find out that was based on the sex of the grandfathers, who changed everything up. For me, it was more like a research for myself, from what I was, and then when I get studied, I didn't want them to have the same battle for the rest of their life. No, looking for themselves to what they were. Do we are white, or we Indians, or whatever they call them up. So I didn't want them to fight the same question I have when I was a kid growing up. And by the way, probably give the answers to lots of people who they were in the same situation than I was. Now I can move in because I can afford another house in the reserve, because I have to sell my house outside the reserve. But that's what we plan pretty soon, to move in, coming back to our native land, back to where we belong. And even my kids now, right now, they're already excited about it, because they were more, when my mom's get her status back, well, they get more involved in the histories and the roots of the nation. So they know a little more than I do about my nation. But they're excited about that too, to come back, live in the nation land. There are always going to be people who think having an Indian card or status or rights is just for money. For myself, when I went to court, every time they asked me about that, I always told them, for myself, for my fight, was more like a recognition of who I was, not more like an incidence on money. The real fight, the real question for me was to know what I am, where I'm coming from. And that's mostly what was the goal of my fight.